Let's talk about the single first.
Right.
Tell us a little bit
Under
about
the
that.
Sun.
Under the Sun.
It's kind of crazy, you know, it's come around really fast. Like you said, 3 years ago I was releasing my first album, now I'm on to the third.
It's quite saucy, that video. I've seen some clips, girl.
Ooh.
If you were any younger, you'd be across my knee. What have you been up to? What have you been up to?
I wanted to play around a little bit with it, you know. This is like the 30-something music video I've made, so it's fun for me to experiment, to keep things exciting and different for the fans.
The tour, obviously, highly anticipated. Look at your face light up then.
Yes.
We're all looking forward to it. I've heard you've blown the budget already. Am I going to see that money on stage?
You absolutely are. I've done the huge arena tours with Girls Aloud before. To be doing it on my own is still a daunting prospect, you know, so I just wanted to be everything and more than I can be.
My heart was in my mouth as a big fan of yours. I always feel quite paternal with you, young lady, when you took to swan diving. How brave of you to do that.
Yeah, brave or stupid, depends which way you look at it.
How'd you psych yourself up for something like that? You've got to have absolute faith, obviously, in your dancers, haven't
I
you?
had to have a lot of deep conversations with the boys, yes, before I took to throw myself off. I didn't want to take the stairs like a regular performance. Why would I do that?
Cheryl Cole, I don't do stairs anymore.
No, I don't do stairs.
I swan dive.
Exactly.
Any tips from Tom Daly on that score? Because you've had a bit of a love-in on Twitter, haven't you, the pair of you?
I love him. I think he's amazing, and I'd actually been watching him the day before I tweeted him with the synchronised diving. So I thought I'd just send him a message and say if we could hook something up and he could teach me good form, you know, for when I go on tour. If I want to swan dive off the stage on tour, who knows? I could do it Tom Daly style.
I've got to ask you about the X Factor. Do you watch?
It's not on yet, is it?
No, it's starting this weekend.
If I'm here, I will absolutely be watching.
So you're still a fan of the show?
Yes.
You have always maintained, which is something I love about you, Cheryl, is a dignified silence with regard to the headlines that obviously you've had to deal with. But is that really important to you? Is that how you keep saying?
I don't read into it, you know. I don't want to pay to be lied to, so I don't buy those things. Because I know what happened, and I'm the person that went through whatever they're talking about, so I don't need to read what their opinion is.
You and the girls?
Yes.
I mean, everybody wants to know that. You know, when I mentioned on Twitter that I was interviewing you, everybody still has questions about that.
Yes.
And whether or not it's
so
possible.
do I. We have our 10th anniversaries this year, which is insane when you think, you know, it's a massive achievement. It's actually just exciting to be back, you know, doing something.
And doing something together. So the timescale for that?
Well, our birthday's in November.
The birthday's in November. Okay, right. I think I see where you're coming from. Well, we're looking. Oh, there's the wink. There's the wink.
Didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything. Read my lips. Yeah, I think we can safely
that's
call
exciting.
that, yes, confirmed speculation, I think. I also put it to her, and as I say, the full interview is on the website a little bit later today, but I did put it to her about the Girls Aloud reunion. And I said, well, would it be hard? Because, you know, you can't all be on the same page anymore 10 years on. But she did point out, of course, none of them have got families as such yet.
Right.
Partners that they may have, there are no children. So it is possible for them to take to the stage in November. So we'll have to look forward to that. And obviously, we'll let you know just as soon as we know. Perhaps she'll announce it on Twitter, obviously. And yes, I did put some of your questions to Cheryl that you sent me from Twitter. So don't worry, they will be answered a little bit later on the web as well. That's www.itv.com/daybreak. Cheryl, of course, still basking in the glow of her last appearance in public at the Diamond Jubilee with Gary Barlow, and it was quite a turnout. She reveals all here about her passion for a certain prince. With regard to Prince Harry, if I may just be so bold.
You may.
Look, again, your face lights up and your eyes sparkle. He's a great lad, isn't he?
He is.
Tell us, what's he like in the flesh? I've never met him, unfortunately. I don't move in those circles, Cheryl.
You don't?
No.
He's just a great lad. You know, you think of the royals. Sometimes you think of them as untouchable, I suppose, or like they're different to us, and they're actually really not. They're really down to earth. I love him.
I love him, and clearly a fan as well.
Yes.